Blaqstarr, where did the name Blaqstarr originate from? Such a unique name.
Well, early in my DJ career, say when I first started, I wanted to sum things up, so I looked at it because I realized that I was black and I was a star, and I left it open for me to become more of a star, like in my career, and then spoken into existence, and I was manifesting, like I'm not only a DJ now, I'm a producer, artist, writer, everything.
So you're definitely owning your name right now. Now, I've been following your career for a while. Seems like forever, but I know you're still a young man. I remember back in the day when the songs "Told It" and "Ride a Girl" first hit the radio. When that happened for you, how did it change things for you as a DJ, as an artist?
It definitely did. It was a heavy. Well, it was a big inspiration, I'd say, to keep going. It inspired me spiritually, like, to just continue on this path, like, of creating, like, sound and good feelings through sound and stuff, So,
okay.
Hearing it on the radio for, like, the first times, I remember KSS used to play them all the time, and that actually, brought out the best in my work ethic towards my craft, That was one of the elements that helped, me feed my craft, like, more and more energy,
Now, how did you originally hook up with K-Swift? K-Swift is a legend in Baltimore as far as DJ, club music, and, she was forced to be reckoned with on the radio in 92Q. So how did you first hook up with her?
Well, I first hooked up with her. Well, back in the day, I was kind of sort of like the next best thing to radio promotion for high school parties and stuff. So, like, me and a group of my homeboys in high school, we used to, like, promote the parties for, like, there was some parties down Baltimore Live and at Hammerjack that Quicksilver was kind of sort of throwing at first. And then, Swift was down the tunnel, and then she started coming up to Hammerjack, like, on the night that we didn't have it. But her turnout wasn't like that. Was turnout because of the street team that I kind of sort of had together at the time. And it was almost like the secret weapon Quicksilver was using. And the word got around, and she was like, "Who is this dude, Blaqstarr? I keep hearing about him." And then I started making tracks and throwing my own parties when the big clubs wasn't available or, having parties or whatever. And I rent out recs and just, every weekend I'm just, like, having a large following, and everybody just, like, damn, absorbing my tracks and stuff. And they calling the radio the following days and asking for the tracks, and nobody ever heard of them. Nobody ever even, what I'm saying, until, like, some DJs started playing them down at deep clubs and stuff, and then Swift heard about it. She said, "Yo," I said, "I got to find this dude Blaqstarr. I keep hearing about him. He got the dopest track." She actually told me this when she met me, and so, she approached me one time. I was down in the club and was like, so yeah, y'all like your style, like, I want to start, throw you on the bill, and then you promote DJ, and I said, all right, that's dope. So I started DJing with her at her parties and helping, promoting things, and next thing you know, she just started playing my tracks. It was just like a thing, like, it was just like her second nature just to play a Blaqstarr track,
It was an easy flow, it sounds like. Now,
yeah.
I heard you mention that, as a young DJ, you rented out rec halls and things like that yourself. Creating that platform for yourself, do you think that taught you a little bit about the business side? Because it sounds like, if you didn't have a venue to do, you pretty much created your opportunities.
Exactly.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, recently, Industry Grind had a chance to stream Inception 2014 on our website. And I noticed that you played some new tracks there. So can you tell me a little bit about, your new project and give us some insight on Inception and, and how that experience was for you?
Well, Inception was a beautiful event, by the way, and it allowed me to showcase my new project, which is Trinity EP.
Mhm.
And Trinity EP is going to be a series of EPs that's like welcoming all to tune into the journey of, you know, Blaqstarr and his sharing the stuff he shares with the world. And it's like the first Trinity EP breaks down from the ground up how the sound is developed in a new way, you know, because you can see how the elements involved, it was like past club sounds that I kind of sort of manipulated and, you know, added to and made it more present sounding, and then it left like feelings of the future with those two blends, you know. So it's almost representing the past, present, and the future in the sound itself, you know, in the sound itself, and the artist, which is myself, you know what I'm saying, is almost like showing the development and what's the word, evolution.
So when can people expect to see that? You know, when will they be able to purchase that project or see it performed live from you?
Trinity EP is actually been released on March 31st, and I will be performing it, like sharing it performance-wise, like from now on, you know, because there's always going to be a Trinity EP coming out periodically.
Evolving,
and, exactly. So this is the start. This is the beginning of, you know, the word inception actually means the beginning and the start of, and it's almost like that all, like, you know, it was universally correct. You know, all the stars don't align. It was a constellation situation.
So is there, I heard a little buzz from Little Birdie that you possibly, you know, are going to be on tour soon. So is that something that Blaqstarr fans can look forward to, seeing you out on the road and really, you know, sharing the experience of Trinity EP with them on the road this summer?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, from now on they're gonna be absorbing Trinity experience, the Trinity experience.
That's awesome. So we like to, at Industry Grind, you know, we're all about the business. So we're going to jump into a few points of the business right now, just really starting out with, you know, some of your background. You know, we covered the K-Swift thing and, you know, the Baltimore Club and the radio, but you have deeper connections that we know about as far as Diplo and MIA and Ra and things like that. Can you tell us, you know, give us some insight on your collaborations and kind of how that came about for you as a young artist?
Okay. Well, to put it, let me see. So how that came about? It came about, I could put it the most inspiring way possible, so that people could hear this part and like actually apply it to any, anything there in life, you know, any path they decide to take. Okay, basically, what I was doing or what I'm doing is constantly like concentrating my energy into my craft and into the business, into the whole thing, and the next thing you know, God had kind of sort of aligned the right people around you, which allowed me to form a team of everything I may have not been able to do by myself, and not saying that I wouldn't be able to do by myself, but it probably kind of sort of like, you know, slack in pace if I was to try to do 10 things at once, you know, with every situation. So therefore, you know, God kind of sort of, you know, allowed the right people to magnify and form a team to help me kind of sort of manifest my dreams and ideas and forward movement. And then from there, it turned into situations of growth, you know. And then from there, how can I say, every situation was like, what is the word? I'm trying to see how I can break down and incorporate all, like, that you just asked. Like you said, so how did I meet Ra? How did I meet?
Yeah, like how did, you know, because mainly, you know, for a young artist, most young artists in the industry, they don't get a chance to collaborate and produce with artists on the level of Diplo, Ra, and I see you even have something with Common. So I know you say a lot. It's a lot about your team and just what manifests itself in positivity. I know you believe a lot in that, and I do as well. But for an artist that's just really like starting out and they can only dream of working with some of the top level people that you got to work with early on in your career. So
yeah.
what was that, what was that process like even getting with them? Did they seek you out or was it more of you seeking them out? I guess that would be an easy way to sum it up.
I think it was more of it was a story I can kind of sort of, a short story I can share with you to help understand like the process. It was a little girl with a squirrel in a nut. The little girl had the nut in her hand, and she was trying to do the right thing and feed the squirrel. And she just kept on being persistent and trying to, chase the squirrel to give him the nut. Like, squirrel, you need this nut. You gotta eat it. Like, you're gonna some this. And the squirrel was hungry and everything. It wanted the nut, but it was just it wasn't what she was doing. It's how she was doing it. The next thing you know, she ran out of breath, getting tired, and just almost like dozed off, sat down. It was like, man, this girl don't want this nut, and it's hungry. I'm trying to feed it, give it nutrition and all that. And so she laid down, dozed off a bit, and the squirrel just came right up in her hand and took the nut. Like, it was the opposite of the approach that she took at first, trying to chase it down and all that type of stuff. But the next thing you know,
right.
Yeah.
So you say, mainly about just being who you are, following your passion, doing what you love, and the opportunities will flow to you as opposed to you chasing the opportunity. It might not be the right way to go. You just had to wait for it to come, and that's what it's supposed to be. So is that basically okay? Gotcha.
Exactly.
So
yeah. When you chase something like you're chasing, it's like going up. You know what I'm saying? When you're chasing it, it's actually running away from you because you gotta chase it. So it's almost like probably not meant. Like if you're forcing it, it's not flowing and connecting and linking and going. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. So it makes perfect sense. So are you working as an artist yourself? Are you currently working with any up and coming artists like you did with Ra? Are you working with anybody else out of Baltimore or anywhere else?
Yes, I'm definitely open to what and who gravitates to and fit in place. The shoe fits wear it basically, and it's like the shoe would be like the energy I use when I do work on my craft. Like that have to reflect that. Like when we working together, or when we kind of sort of how can I say? Like even how sometimes at the beginning, even first meeting a person, they almost say the right things.
Mm-hmm.
Like they say, like the first thing they say is like, yeah, I love some this. I write. I was like, okay, that's something only a person who really do it would say. Like it's
right.
not like a cliche statement or like the seller's statement or but you can almost just like feel a vibe of who actually reflects your energy.
Right. So it has to feel right for you. So there are currently no current artists right now, but you're always open to working with artists as they come.
Exactly. I mean, besides the artist that was, at the Inception performance, I said with, because TT and Murder Mark are pretty much like, heavy on their craft, and I respect their grind and stuff, and I've actually worked with them, on some tunes.
So tell people, as we wrap it up, tell people, how they can follow Blaqstarr on his journey. How can they get in touch with you and follow your social media and all that good stuff?
You can follow me at Blaqstarr on Twitter and IG. That's at Blaqstarr, BLAQSTARR. And there's a website, www.blaqstarr.com, BLAQSTARR.
All right. Well, thank you, Blaqstarr. Thank you for calling in and chatting with me today. And we hope to talk to you more as your career evolves. And, we wish you everything the world has to offer to you. It's going to be great.
Thank you. Likewise. I'm kind of quiet right now because I'm actually looking for something I wanted to share with you. If you got like a
Okay.
second.
Well, we can continue.
It's only like one. Because it was based off of that one of the last questions you asked, and
Okay.
I wanted to share right quick. I feel like I'm approaching it in my notes. Bear with me, please, madam. All right, I'm only hold on. Let's see. Are you into Zodiac?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay. So hold on. Let me see. All right, couple more seconds. I ain't gonna take too much of your time.
What's no problem? The time is yours. It's scheduled already. We're in your calendar.
Beautiful. So did you check out the Trinity EP yet?
I sure did. And of course, I had the pleasure of seeing one of the songs live at Inception 2014.
Yeah. Here we go. Dang it. It was like a shorter form of the Squirrel and Girl in the Nut story. That was a lot more, how can I say, a lot more relatable.
Okay.
For people to kind of sort of digest. Yeah, I think that greatest progress on. Yeah, so I am going to have to get back with you on that one. But I did come across this.
Okay.
It said, if you can't see God in all things, you can't see God at all. That's so, right?
Short, simple, straight to the point.
Yeah. And I will conclude this by saying, don't call me anything, call me everything. All flow.
Well, thank you so much. And like I said, we will definitely be in touch, because we'll continue to follow your career and watch your rise to the top. So thank you, Blaqstarr.
Thank you so much.